Space Force Jazz Lounge. Stardate today. Who knows anymore? But it is today. Unless you are caught in a time loop and you are reliving a previous day, which happens. Lord knows it happens. But we're going to enjoy today. Thank you for being with me. I hope you can hear me. Let's see if anybody's there yet. Checking in. Barbara. I hope the volume is all right. Everything is nominal. All situations nominal. Yes, yes, yes. Situation nominal. That's the best we can hope for. Here at the fabulous Moroni 5 Lounge, I'm your host, Commander PK, welcoming you to another edition of Space Force Jazz Lounge, sponsored by Space Force Moonbase. We couldn't do it without them. We need you. We need you. You know, people couldn't exist without people. And that just gives me a sense of comfort in this machine age. Technology, the algorithms, the bots manipulating your thoughts, the bots manipulating your thoughts. Underneath that is just people with their emotions. They just want to belong. Whether you're some Russian bot trying to manipulate elections in other countries, underneath is just some human trying to get through the day like all of us. So remember, we're here, and it's today. All right, we've got a big show tonight. I'm working on some new technology. Let me dial in. Brian, welcome, mate. Some new entries into the Interplanetary Alliance here. Every Wednesday, we try to create a safe space, if you will. That's what Space Force is all about, keeping space safe. And so we're creating a safe space. And we want to thank the good people at Space Force. You know, it's not just military might that keeps you safe. It's the smarts up here, right? And we really rely on their smarts. Or somebody's anyway. Bob. Welcome, Julie, welcome. All right, let's move right along. Here's some new stuff. I'm calling this one Psycho Derelict. It's an in-joke.
Can you dig it? Let yourself go. There are so many stressors. So many stressors, ready to stress you out. We need to relax. initiate through some form of technology. Those around you try to limit the stressors.
As I like to say, it's all about signal to noise ratio. Let's boost our signal, reduce our noise.
I'm just gonna let it get that groove sink in. It's all about people to people. Yeah. Let go of your stressors.
Psycho derelict, let go of your stressor.
You are not authorized. You are not authorized.
I'm not authorized. There she is again.
You are not authorized to.
Thur, I call her. Him, thur, it, them.
You are not authorized.
My algorithm. You are not authorized. Someday.
Someday I will be authorized. But until that time, we're just gonna make do with the domain you control. Whatever sphere of influence you exert,
You are authorized within your sphere of influence. Let the energy of your sphere let go. Let go of your stressors. All right. Oh my. How's everybody doing? Let's check in here with our fancy technology. Joe Morales, willkommen. Willkommen. It's good to see you down there, struggling on Earth. Sammy, Peter, Robin, Libby. Oh, so good to have you. Welcome, friends. It's my self-appointed mission here at the Moroni 5 Lounge to keep it going up on Luna. As they say in the old texts, on Luna as it is on Earth. Phil, Stuart, welcome. You know, wherever humanity is, we bring us, which is always a little problematic. And so I like to think that if I can do something here on the Moroni 5 Lounge and Moonbase, if I can do something that just, you know, lowers the stressor level, boosts our signal to noise ratio, maybe that can help out down there on Terra, where all the action is. But, you know, that's what I'm trying to do, and I hope you're with me. I hope that at the end of an hour you feel like, yeah, David, good to see you. Yeah, I feel like that lunar energy has really helped me limit the stressors. Limit the stressors.
And ask your doctor.
And so, ask your doctor. Ask your doctor if stressors are right for you. And I don't think that doctor will say, no. Here we go. Check out this jam while I get our drink special ready.
Special tonight was actually a aromatherapy melange.
It's an aromatherapy melange brought to you by the good people at Monsanto. Yes, using the latest bioengineering, they take essence of lavender, rose, and other fine biological organisms, synthesize them into one bioengineered aromatherapy essence, which you just let it soak in, and it will
Let's get down.
How's everybody doing? Welcome, Phil. Luna, from the great state of NOLA. It's a state of mind, NOLA. Yeah. All right. Well, what can I say?
You probably know more than I do if you are following all your conspiracy theories.
That's where we get our news these days, from the conspiracy theory clearinghouses. There's so many of them, and they intertwine. It's almost like a reality show in which these different conspiracy theories are my favorite characters. It's almost like a soap opera, and I go, all right, windmills, no, turbines, no, let's see, masks, no masks, what kind of mask? Carbon dioxide from the mask. You know, it's like, oh, that's a nice plot twist for that character. Anyway, you probably know more than me, and I'd be happy to, if you got any commentary to share. What's the latest conspiracy theory, and what's going on? What's your favorite? What character do you like best? I'm waiting for something, maybe a giant stadium in which people are convinced to converge into the stadium, and then as they prepare for some kind of cathartic, speaker messiah experience, they release a secret gas. But the gas, what does it do? That's the next question. What does it do? Does it make you smarter? Ooh, that would be great. A giant stadium, and they release this gas to all these people, and it makes them smarter. And everybody comes out like, I am so smart, I didn't realize now. Oh, it's all quite simple, really. And now we can just change everything and make it better until the gas wears off. That would be the next episode. Anyway, please send me your favorite characters in the conspiracy theory soap opera, and I will check it out and get back to you, and hopefully I can relay from the moon. Where's the releasal, the COVID waiver? COVID waiver. Ooh, I like that. That should be the next song. I'm going to take a minute to use my Monsanto aromatherapy. If you were up here at the Moroni 5 Lounge, this is the special tonight.
It's aromatherapy, soothing you at the molecular level.
It enters your system and soothes you at the molecular level. New from Monsanto. Oof, that is wafty. That's very wafty. Wow. All right, how about some more music? Oh yeah. Come on now. Come on. What's this?
What makes a business?
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get rid of the stressors. Joe, welcome from the great state of intellectual superiority up there in the Northeast. We need you. We need you more than ever. We need your intellectual superiority. Lead us. Lead us. Well, not really, but we're glad you're here to help us have a good time. Lead us in having a good time. Anyway, it's my new instrument. I hope you like it. Get some cool lunar sounds coming out of here. All right, what's next on our playlist? I'm not sure. I've lost my mind. Oh, yeah.
Now, let's just try to get in the groove now. When you're up there in Fort Worth, that's it. All the way out in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and on the outer reaches of Uranus.
Uranus.
Yeah. You're wherever you are. Nobody's gotta be there. Just me, just me.
Just gotta be there. We have operators standing by. pksaxhq@gmail.com. If you'd like a tribble wand of your own, if you don't, if you have something that does the job for you, now might be the time to get it out. I don't know if it has a switch on it or however you activate it. This one is just more of a personal manual device. It just soothes, just soothing yourself. However you like to do it. I like to rub my emblems. I like to rub my emblems. Remember, let yourself go with your tribble wand before you go out in public, before you get on Facebook and do that weird cathartic thing that everybody does. Just maybe take a little time with your tribble wand. Let the stressors go. Let the stressors flow away and out. Let the power of the tribble wand evacuate your stressors. Yeah, that's what the Moroni 5 Lounge is all about. All right. Matilda, Rocky, Ms. Mars, it's so good to have you all here.
I really appreciate that. You can't know how much I appreciate any token gesture of contact. It really means a lot to me up here.
I know I'm not the only one who's sheltering in space, trying to be a good citizen, a good galactic citizen, but it ain't easy. And I appreciate what you do down there. It helps me up here, and it helps me in here. My little friend thanks you. Dankeschön. All right. Dissembling. Ideological dissembling. We crush it with the space hammer. Prepare for re-entry into the atmosphere. You've been out there too long. DB, you've been out there in space too long. Ms. Mars, too long. Chris, too long. Barbara. It's hard to breathe when there's no atmosphere. We must create our own atmosphere. I like it. Atmosphere of acceptance. All right. How's everybody doing? Well, we're already halfway through the hour. I'd like to welcome everybody. Jim, yeah, thank you all for coming. You don't know, well maybe you do know, because we are basically empathically constructed carbon-based life forms. That's just the way we are. And so maybe you do know how I feel. That intense existential separation from the other, and I try not to project my idealizations onto this imagined other, but it sure is hard, you know? I like to have a nice bowl of cereal and take a breath. That helps me not do all my projecting of idealized otherness. It really can mess up your day, because then no actual other can coalesce into the reality you've created mentally for that other, and it just gets really messed up. So that's why I try to stay in touch as much as possible. Please email me, pksaxhq@gmail.com. Of course, there's always the Facebook, there's the YouTube, and my website, pksax.com. There's all that. It's nice. It's like, you know, I don't want to get too overly dramatic, but it's like hanging from a cliff by some kind of filament, a filament, if you will. This is like a filament, but we do the best we can. In lieu of actual human contact and real interpersonal growth, we are in a symbiotic stasis, as it were, and we must make the best of it. So thank you for joining me in my stasis, and we have this symbiotic thing going on. I think, unless I'm just projecting my idealized otherness onto you. Let me know if it seems like I'm doing that. DB, Lois, Casey, Thomas. Yeah, if you feel like you are being projected with an idealized version of otherness onto yourself, just send me an email. And, you know, just in general, don't let others project their idealized otherness onto you. You know, it gets kind of sticky after a while. And the only way we can get over that is interpersonal connection in our symbiotic stasis. C'est la vie, but that's what we got to work with. Anyway, that's all I got to say. I think it's time for
some aromatherapy.
Moonbase Jazz Lounge always has a drink special, and tonight we're offering the proudly sponsored by Monsanto.
The good people and robotic algorithms of Monsanto.
Providing us with our bioengineered aromatherapy. You just let it waft in. It wafts in, and then it affects you on a cellular level. Cellular level.
A cellular level.
With calming results. Yeah, you just kind of have to let it do its thing. Kind of like Monsanto, you know? They're just going to do their thing. That's some aromatherapy. All right, let's have some more music, shall we? Oh yeah. This is one of my favorites. It's a classic called Moonbase Stopover. If you find yourself on your travels, for whatever reason, there you are on Luna, you didn't plan it. It's just a atmosphereless rock hanging in the sky. But sometimes that's where you are, just on an atmosphereless rock. And you gotta make the best of it. That's what we do at the Moroni 5 Lounge.
Yeah.
That your stressor levels have lowered. That's what it's all about. If you've got your own aromatherapy or your own tribble wand, I really recommend the tribble wand. Let those stressors flew off of you.
Limit your stressor.
Moonbase stopover. Welcome, welcome, Deborah. Margaret. Bonsoir. Cameron, wow, man, we're having a party. If you were here in real space and time, wearing your white turtlenecks and your flowing gowns and whatever else, fringe, you could be whatever, from whatever time period. That would be cool. But that is one good thing about the projecting your idealized sense of otherness. I'm dressing you all up in the best fashion. In my mind, you're looking great. So even though I may be objectifying you through my projected idealization of this imagined other in which I could participate physically instead of through just virtual technology, but at least you're looking good. That's my point. So let's have a party. I think I'm going to play a little love song. You know, It sure is interesting having all of space and time as your mirror. Bob, welcome. Have you noticed that in the last 3 months, say, that physical mirrors, much less meaningful, but psychological mirrors, much more pronounced? What are your mirrors, I wonder? Keep those cards and letters coming. Let me know. What psychic mirror are you avoiding? Or looking for? Or surprising yourself in? Those psychic mirrors, they are everywhere. It's a little love song called Psychic Mirror, of course. How's everybody? Yeah. Kyle, Paul, thank you all so much for being here. Once again, I apologize for any inadvertent, idealized, projected otherness that I'm doing. Can't help it. But in my mind, y'all are looking great. So that's the upside. You know, maybe objectifying each other isn't just a cut and dried negatory human attribute. Maybe we could objectify each other in a positive way. So you see this person who is saying all this ridiculous blather and they're spouting it at you and they're full of anger and they're just making your life like, whoa, it's like an onrushing mucus wave of yuck. And yet you say, what a beautiful person. What a beautiful person that is. Look at how hard they're projecting their mucus wave of angst in all directions. And I'm just like one of many recipients of their mucus wave of vile, hate-filled angst. And you go, you know, but they're trying. They're really trying their best. And it's, you know, it's beautiful to see that angst. If it was in a movie, if this person wasn't like doing it to me now, but they were in a movie and I was watching it, I would have sympathy for that person because they're obviously riddled with all kinds of childhood issues and self-loathing and confusion, and they've been propagandized from all sides, and they're just, repeating all kinds of ideological garbage, and you just go, what a beautiful soul underneath all that mucus wave of angst. Isn't that a great way to look at things? Anyway, this is just a thought I'm having up here on Luna, and didn't want to get too sidetracked. Maybe another
little dose of aromatherapy. Aromatherapy.
Done right by the good folks at Monsanto. Let it waft into your cells. Just breathe it, breathe it. You can do it. Once it enters your system and bioengineers your cellular structure, it's quite soothing, actually. Yes, aromatherapy from Monsanto. All right, let's see what we got on the playlist. Oh, I believe this is little Belt Mining Man.
This goes out to the hard-working people doing the essential services, whether that's serving me a meat product or mining the asteroids in the out there in the outer belt. That's dangerous work.
But Lord knows we need those minerals from those asteroids. Otherwise,
How do we use our next generation of cell phone?
I'm telling you, precious metals make for precious memories. So this goes out to the belt miners. Essential services. Essential to my service. All right. Are you still with me? Down there on Terra? I know you got a world of problems out there. Oh, thank you. Somebody complimented me on my tone. I didn't know I had any tone left. I work on my abs like a sea otter, you know, just kind of smashing clamshells on my abdomen. That's my workout. If I don't have clamshells like a sea otter, I use potato chips, Doritos. That's my workout to keep toned. Yes. Anyway, what else have we got to say? Stay in touch. Stay in touch. We're coming up on the end of the hour, and that's my contract with Space Force Moonbase Jazz Lounge, the Moroni 5 Lounge, every Wednesday.
We keep it real here on Luna. For you Terrans.
Sometimes I think that you folks down on Terra are engaged in some kind of grand, surrealistic experiment in which it's almost like there's a black box, you know, in the scientific sense, where you feed in ordinary, rational thought, and the other end comes out X. We don't know. It's just amazing. Which leads me back to that whole idea of the conspiracy theories as soap opera. I think the grand experiment is that it's all a show on Terra. And you better practice your lines, because you never know. You're on stage. Just imagine you're on stage all the time. At least here on Luna, in my cavern, when my show's done, I can relax, kick back, break some potato chips on my rock-hard abdomen. But anyway, what I'm saying is I'm thinking of you people out there, you people down there with your problems, but I admire you for sticking to it, you know? You're staying down there on Terra, trying to work it out. You're not just jumping on the first space transport out of there saying, I'm liquidating my assets, I'm getting the heck off of this planet. You're not doing that. Well, maybe a couple of you, but for the most part, I really admire you for sticking to it. Let's keep on going. Lower those stressors, and let's try to project some kind of positive objectification onto each other. If you've got to objectify, let's try to objectify nicely. Can we? Can we just do that? All right, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. We're gonna get on out of here with a little relaxing. Welcome to level 3. joining me. Space Force Jazz Lounge. Here at the Moroni 5 Lounge, located on level 3 deep, below the surface on Luna. We're trying to bring you the best in entertainment every week, given our limited resources and our 1/6 Earth gravity. We're doing the best we can, and we appreciate your support. Just stay in touch. Drop me an email, pksaxhq@gmail.com, pksax.com, Venmo, there's always that. Oh, clever up, Venmo, whatever you want, but stay in touch. Don't let yourself drift away. Remember, we stay tethered, no matter where we are, Earth, Luna, or further out. Stay tethered. Let's stay connected. Yeah. From the good folks at Monsanto, a little bioengineered aromatherapy. Oh yeah. Now that it's settled, you can really get the essence of bioengineered lavender. I feel better. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me at Moroni 5 Lounge here on Commander PK signing off. Space Force Jazz Lounge every week. We'll see you next time. Remember, lower your stressors. Try some aromatherapy from Monsanto.